Well, hi, hello, my dear students. Welcome to Physics World YouTube channel. Easiest and finest way to learn the subject physics. So, right up to now, I uploaded video lectures on the topic Newton's laws of motion. So, nearly I uploaded 6 lectures on this topic Newton's laws of motion. Please watch the previous lectures. Today, I am going to discuss the very important topic so units of force and what is the relation between SI unit of force and CGS unit of force, and what are the gravitational units of force, and what are the applications of Newton's second law. So these all are I am going to discuss in today lecture. So please observe carefully lecture and watch the lecture till the end. Definitely you realize that you should love the concept of physics and you should love this concept. So please watch the lecture till the end, right? Units of force. So units of force. Okay. So this is very important. Units of force. So first one, MKS unit of MKS unit or SI unit of force. SI unit of force. How we got as any unit? So just you know the formula, it is easy to write any unit. Just you know the formula. What is formula of force here? Force F is equal to mass into acceleration. Is it or not? Force F is equal to mass into acceleration. So we want MKS unit or SI unit of force. That means mass is measured in kg. Here in multiplication is there. Acceleration is measured in meter per second square. Kg into meter per second square is the MKS unit of force. This is also called as Newton. This is also called as Newton. Next, CGS unit of force. CGS unit of force. CGS unit of force. What is CGS unit of force? Mass is measured in grams and acceleration is measured in centimeter per second square. So from this, gram into centimeter per second square. So gram into centimeter per second square is also called as dyne. Okay, so dyne. So this is a CGS unit of force. Now, a relation between SI unit of force and CGS unit of force CGS unit of force. SI unit of force and CGS unit of force. Relation between SI unit of force and CGS unit of force, right? So I want relation. So how to find relation? So 1 Newton is equal to, already you know, 1 kg into meter per second square. So you know here 1 kg means 1000 grams. 1000 grams into 1 meter means 100 centimeters. 100 centimeters per second square, right? So here this is so this is written as a 10 cube into 100 is written as a 10 square. Gram into centimeter per second square. Gram into centimeter per second square. Observe carefully. This is gram into centimeter per second square. From this 10 power 5 gram into centimeter per second square. So from this we concluded that so 10 power 5 into this gram into centimeter per second square means dyne. Is it or not? So gram into centimeter per second square means dyne or not? So from this 1 Newton is equal to what we got here, 10 power 5 dynes. 1 Newton is equal to how many dynes now? So 10 power 5 dynes. This is the relation between Newton and CGS unit and MKS unit of force. Next, one more type of unit is there. This is very important units. Gravitational unit of force. Gravitational units of force. Gravitational units of force. Gravitational units of force. Gravitational units of force. Okay, so this is very important. So gravitational units of force. Gravitational units of force. Okay, so this is very important. So what are the gravitational units of force? One is 1 kg weight. So this is one unit, 1 kg weight. Gravitational unit is measured in 1 kg weight. 1 kg weight is a gravitational unit. So 1 kg weight is equal to 9.8 newtons. So measured in kg weights, measured in kg weight and gram weight, kg weight and gram weight. So here 1 kg weight is equal to 9.8 newtons, 1 gram weight is equal to 980 dynes. These are very important. 1 kg weight is equal to 9.8 newtons, 1 gram is equal to 980 dynes. These are gravitational units of force. Gravitational units of force is kg weight and gram weight. Kg weight and gram weight are the gravitational units of force. So this is about units of force. So now we are going to discuss applications of Newton's second law. Applications of Newton's second law. Okay, so applications of Newton's second law. Applications of Newton's second law. So this is very important applications. Applications of Newton's second law. Application number 1. Application number 1. Application number 1. So what is application number 1? Let us consider a metallic plate of mass capital M, metallic plate of mass capital M, which is kept in air, let n number of bullets each bullet has mass small m, each bullet of mass small m, and moving with speed so moving with the speed v, in time interval t seconds, these bullets hits the metallic plate and comes to rest, hits the metallic plate and comes to rest or becomes dead. So let us consider metallic plate. The metallic plate of mass M. So this is metallic plate I consider. Okay, metallic plate of mass capital M. So here I consider bullets. Okay, n number of bullets. Each of mass m, small m. Okay, so they are hit this block, block. So they are hit this block. So hit this block and comes to rest. Comes to rest. So what is the condition here? N number of bullets, each of mass m. They are hit this bullet and it travels in it hits the wall in time t seconds. It comes to rest. So at that time, so weight mg of this metallic plate having some weight. So that weight is mg. That weight mg is equal to mnv by t. So mnv by t. How we got this? Here already you know force is equal to rate of change in momentum or not. So here mass into velocity means momentum. By time we got so here force or not. Force is nothing but here weight of a body. Here weight of a body mg is equal to small mnv by t. Here m means mass of metallic block. Here capital M means mass of metallic plate. So small m means mass of bullet. So n means number of bullets. T means time here. V means velocity of bullet. Okay, this is so Newton's first law application. Okay, so next second application. So second application. So same here, just a small thing change. Second application. Same, just a small thing change. Second application. Observe carefully. Just a small thing change. So just a small thing change here. Let us consider metallic plate of mass m, which is kept in air. Let n number of bullets, each bullet has mass m and moving with a speed v in time interval t seconds. These bullets hits the metallic plate and this is a change. Just this sentence is change. Rebounds back and rebounds back. Okay, so rebounces back. So this is here just a small change. So here rebounces back. M means metallic plate only. So right here not change. M means mass of metallic plate. So rebounces back. This is rebounces back. With same speed. Rebounces back with same speed. So here it comes to rest means momentum is mnv. Again it rebounces back means definitely momentum is changes or not. So that momentum is changes. That momentum is equal to here 2 mnv by t. Mg is equal to 2 mnv by t. So this is a second application. So please observe carefully. Up to now I discussed Newton's second law, statement, derivation. In the last lecture I discussed it. In this lecture, units of force, SI unit of force, CGS unit of force, relation between SI unit and CGS unit of force, and the gravitational units of force, and next applications of Newton's second law. First application, let us consider metallic plate, it having mass capital M, which is kept in air. Let us consider bullets. Each bullet has mass small m. It is moving with speed v. Here n number of bullets are there. So those are hits the metallic plate and comes to rest. At that time, change in momentum. So change in momentum is mnv by t. So whether it is rebounces back, at that time change in momentum is 2 mnv by t. Here mg is equal to 2 mnv by t. This is second application. Rebounces back, hit the metallic plate and rebounces back. This is second application. First application is it hits the metallic plate and comes to rest. That means it stops. After some time going to be stops or dead. So that is first application. So this is a two important application based upon Newton's second law. Next lecture I am going to discuss few more applications on Newton's second law, and I'll come back with new concepts and new formulas. Please watch my lectures. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching my lectures. So again I'll come back with new concepts. Thank you so much.